Hey, good afternoon. It's Friday, let's see, what is it? The 8th of March of 2024. It's great to be with you. I am so excited about what the Lord downloaded on me. He said, I want to part two of Crush the Clutter. And we're actually going to have a part three on Monday. But just want to go through this a little bit with you because it's so important. I hope you all embrace the opportunity to start cleaning the clutter out of your life. But the Lord said it's not only the physical, tangible things that I want cleaned up. There are 5 areas that I want addressed. One is the physical, tangible, but the 4 others we're going to address. 3 of them we're going to hit today. So let me just ask you a very direct question. Are you operating fully in your God-given authority for your life? Pause and think about that. Now, God gave us authority to subdue the earth and have dominion over it. And so that's really important. That's right out of Genesis 2:28. So I looked up the 2 key words there, subdue and dominion. So let's talk about that. Subdue means to conquer by force. Then it said to crush. So there was a reason why God used crushing the clutter, because he wants us to subdue things in our life that are causing us problems. The second thing is dominion, and that's really supreme authority. It's the power to govern or control. So we have the power to control many aspects of our life. The physical clutter, the emotional clutter, the fear clutter, and all the other things. Now, this is my friend Triumph here. This is one of my yellow labs. So he's joining us today. Okay, so we talked about yesterday in Proverbs 27:23. It says, know well the condition of your flocks and give attention to your herds. Now, most of us don't have a big farm and animals, but I grew up on a farm and we had a lot of animals. And part of my responsibility was to tend to those flocks and those herds. The herds of horses, the herds of cattle, the ducks, the pigs, the chickens, the rabbits, all those things. And I had to clean those stalls. I had to clean those cages out. Sometimes it was a mess. But those animals were not in good condition if I wasn't putting fresh water in and feeding them and cleaning their kennels or their cages or stalls and getting them out for exercise. So let's go on a little bit further and just think about that. So those are physical things that I was taking care of. But God is talking about some other things that we need to take care of. That's part of our responsibility that we have authority over. What are you saying out of your mouth? What words are you using? WRDS. Are you thinking? Now, words touch everything. We have to communicate through words. They touch everything. They're in documents. So if we have become sloppy, or if we are speaking any words of negativity or condemnation over ourselves, our environment, our job, our family, our finances, anything that we're doing, it is destructive. And God is saying, I want those words in check and lined up to the way I want you to know how to speak your words. So start thinking while you're doing the physical work of picking up clutter and decluttering your space. Start thinking about what you're saying and ask the Lord to put a check on your mouth. So before you react, that you still slow down and say things, maybe not even say anything, but say something that's going to be complimentary instead of derogatory. So think about that. Pray about it. The second thing he said is fears. Are your fears dominating your thoughts and your conversations? We get so much information from the media. There's always a hype. There's always a false flag. There's always this stuff going on. But our source of truth is from God. So if your fears are taking over you, you are not operating in your authority, because God has given us a authority over Satan. Satan comes to steal, to kill, and destroy, but we know, according to the word of God, he is under our feet, and if we know the words to speak, we can put him there. So think about your fears and how you can declutter your fears and operate in your authority to address fears. The third thing is boundaries. So important, guys. If you don't have boundaries across your life and around your life, you have an opportunity for Satan again to come in to steal, to kill, and destroy. You don't want broken down fences. We don't like what's going on at the border of our nation, north and south. We don't like it one bit because there's a process to come into America. Well, we don't want people coming into our lives and taking from us or destroying something that we have. But if our boundaries are not up and our fences are broken and our gate is swinging wide, then people have the right to walk in and basically create havoc in our life. So while you're picking up stuff, think about these things. How are your words? Do you know what your authority is according to the word of God? What words are you speaking out of your mouth? Do you have fear in your heart? What does God say about fear? Google it. Ask Google to give you scriptures about conquering fear. They will come up and you can speak them with authority over your space. And the third thing is, what boundaries do you have for your life? Are they in good shape? How do they need to be shored up, cleaned off, and repositioned so you know that you are opening the gate and allowing things in that you want? People cannot freely, or experience situations cannot freely come in and take over. Thanks for joining me. See you Monday for part 3. Have a fabulous weekend.